you think Christmas is over, it's not. We got some more movies to talk about. Plus, you know, Christmas Day is actually the start of Christmas. There's still 12 days left. So, never mind. It's a little joke, but I do want to talk about one. I have never talked about this movie, as I don't think very much in the past. Of course, this is a movie that gets played for 24 hours straight on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, to the point where it drives us all mad, including myself, as you can see. I'm talking about A Christmas Story from 1983. So, everybody's pretty much seen this movie, so we know what it's about. It takes place in 1940s Indiana. Pretty sure around Gary. That's where I believe it's taking place, but it's 1940s Indiana, and of course we all know the character of Ralphie, and what does he want for Christmas more than anything but a Red Ryder BB gun? So, when the film came out in 1983, it didn't do very well. But there was a brand new technology coming around that made this film into its popular status of what it is today, and that was the invention of the VCR. This was one of the first movies released on home video and was one of the top selling videos of that time. So, you may wonder, why do I have 3 versions of it? Well, it's just, I'm a collector, okay? I do have a VHS copy here. It's not the original VHS copy. This is from, it's probably 1995. This is actually a 1995 reissue of A Christmas Story. Yeah. Of course, the film was directed by Bob Clark and it's been gathering cult status ever since. TBS, I believe it's TBS, plays the film 24 hours on rotation on Christmas Eve, and so here's also the 20th anniversary edition DVD. This is a nice little set. It's a two disc set. There's some games in here. There's some documentaries about various things. There's documentaries about the freaking leg lamp. Okay. the leg lamp, and the history of the Red Ryder BB gun and all that. And here's the Blu-ray release. This is the standard Blu-ray release. There is a Steelbook edition, but don't fool yourselves. It's the same exact content of what is on this. Just that the video transfer is in high definition instead of standard definition. So the film was originally released by MGM in 1983. I've talked about when that was. Again, it was not a popular movie at the time. A lot of people think it was. It was not. It was actually a box office bomb back in 1983. And it was home video that put it in its cult status to where it is now, that people have enjoyed it for years and years and years. And of course, it is a silly movie. It really is a silly movie. It's just, how do I want to say this? It's, you can relate to all the things that takes place in the movie, the bullies, the the toy that you order through the mail and it ends up being a commercial. You know, because that stuff continued on when I was a kid. You know, you find something in the cereal box and you like glowed in the dark, and it would reveal that if you were a winner or something like that. Um, uh, yeah, just so on and so forth. And then when you finally get the toy that you want, you finally get what you got coming to you. I mean, the of course, I never asked for a Red Ryder BB gun. They actually still make them, actually. So, I think because of the popularity of the movie, that Daisy, the people that did, they still make the gun, and it's still considered a toy, you know. Um, but yeah, A Christmas Story, one of the Christmas classics. So I enjoy this movie for what it is. I do have an interesting story about this film. One day when I had driven to Noblesville to a Barnes and Noble, and when Criterion was having their 50% off Criterion title sale, they have a sales representative back there, and I was talking with this guy. He was kind of pointing me out, with some of the Criterions, and we were talking about how Criterion, we think that sometimes Criterion is kind of odd in their choices, and we just brought up, movies that were not popular when they originally came out, but, they gathered huge cult status afterwards. And this gentleman said, I know what you're talking about, because he said, I knew the real Gene Shepard, who wrote A Christmas Story. And Gene Shepard narrates the film. It's his voice that's narrating the film. And this gentleman said, I knew the real Gene Shepard. Of course, he's an Indiana native, and he said Gene Shepard was just absolutely crushed when he found out that the film was a unsuccessful film. He was just absolutely beside himself, and really, really depressed. But he kept on keeping on, and this man was friends with him till the day he died. So yeah, so that's A Christmas Story. I think the next time I'm going to talk about the Santa Claus movies. And I'm not going to spend too much more time on Christmas movies. I want to do the Santa Claus movies, and then I'm going to segue into John Hughes. But I'm going to start with his Christmas films. So, from me to you, see you later.